they should do it the next Copa America here again.
I think this is the best tournament we've had in years.
It was the best place to do it here in the US.
Just madness, just the stuff going on in there. I have no idea how they're going to host the World Cup in 2 years' time.
There have been a lot of opinions about the 2024 Copa America hosted here in the United States. There's been a lot of criticism. There's been some praise. People have a lot to say about the tournament. But I wanted to know, what do the fans have to say? What do they think? The people that are actually going to these games, watching it on TV regularly, what are their thoughts on the 2024 Copa America? So today, here at the final, we decided to ask some fans, was the 2024 Copa America here in the US a success? Let's go see what they had to say. Some people say, there was issues with the pitch, with the referee, the stadiums. What do you think about the Copa America being here in the US? Was it good? Was it bad? What are your thoughts on that?
I think it was great. You can see the environment, like everybody's happy, Colombians, Argentinians. It's like a party. So I would say it was the best place to do it here in the US.
I think this is the best tournament we've had in years. MLS is going big right now. It's only a matter of time till the US begins in this all-soccer era, and we have Latin America, Europe, and the US together.
What did you think of the whole tournament as a whole? The 2024 Copa America being hosted here, was it a successful tournament, you think?
I think overall it's successful and a piece of the sport growing in this country. Everyone here likes basketball, football, baseball, any other sport but football, soccer. And I think this is a great stepping stone in the right direction. Without making it too much about him, Messi's bringing a lot of attention to the sport as a whole with Inter Miami, but now you have people watching him, getting interested in other teams, and I think this is the first step in the right direction for the World Cup in 2 years from now. We're going to see a lot more turnout, a lot more love, a lot more representation, a lot of good energy.
What are your thoughts on the Copa America tournament as a whole?
Well, I think that we have to make improvements, especially in the fields. The fields are not great. Hopefully the fields will be better for the World Cup. This is the picture with Messi and I,
Wow.
08, when I was able to bless him,
Yes.
June 2008. So hopefully another blessing now and he will win. I hope that America will revisit and rebuild the stadiums so that the World Cup in America, Mexico and Canada will be greater, as always will be a World Cup.
As fans, right, was it good, was it bad? What do you think? Some people said, it wasn't great, the pitch, everything. What do you guys think about the whole tournament as a whole?
I think the whole tournament was good, but I think there is an opportunity in terms of logistics to have better fields, better soccer fields, because it's different than American football. I would say this is my advice.
What would you say?
I think it's been great. There's been some learnings with the Uruguay match. There were some disputes in the tribune, but it's a matter of learning, and hopefully for the World Cup you guys will do a better job. But overall, I think it's been great.
And my last question, right? Because I talked to you, that was the opening game. Now we're here at the final. What did you think of the whole tournament, right? Obviously, I cover U.S. soccer.
Sorry. Can you repeat?
So, what do you think of the whole tournament, right? The whole Copa America? Because some people say it's been a good tournament hosted here in the U.S. Some people say, the pitches weren't good, the referees weren't good. What do you think? The tournament, Copa America here in USA, was it good, bad? What are your thoughts?
If you're in the final, it's because we made a good tournament. That's all. We don't have to dig in details. So we made a good tournament and we're in the final. That's the main goal. Then we have to win.
Thank you so much. Right, obviously Colombia, they've been there from the beginning, now all the way to the end. What do you make of the whole 2024 Copa America? Right, being hosted here in the U.S., some people say, it was a good job hosting it, not a great job. Your thoughts, was it a successful tournament here in the U.S.?
Not ideal. Pitches weren't great. Camera angles in some games were pretty awful. Hopefully they take this as a precursor and learn from it for the next World Cup. But yeah, and to be honest, a little disorganized. Not terrible, but a little disorganized. And I don't understand the issue with no extra time and straight to penalties. And personally, you could say I'm biased, but I think Argentina had an easy way to the final. Like, they stayed in 1-2 time zones maximum, and they had easy opponents, and they versed the same opponents in the quarterfinal, in the semifinal. So But hopefully they learn from it. It doesn't matter to us. Colombia will take it. Colombia is gonna take it. That's it. Colombia has it.
Now, I know a lot of people have some strong opinions about the 2024 Copa America, and I have some thoughts too, but all I know is that regardless, I had a lot of fun watching because of the picks that I made with Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy is the best way to play daily fantasy sports games because it's super fun and super easy to play. All you have to do is pick higher or lower on certain stats for certain players, and if you get all your picks correct, you get to win a bit of money. As you guys can see right now, some picks that I've made in the past for soccer and also some other sports, sometimes I win, sometimes I lose, but I'm always having fun, guys. Whenever I'm watching soccer or any other sport, after I make picks of Underdog Fantasy, I'm watching more closely, I'm more engaged, and it's just a good time. I know the Copa America is over, I know the Euros is over, but that doesn't mean the fun has to stop, guys. The European leagues are going to be starting soon. MLS is still going on. There's still a lot of soccer to watch and a lot of picks to make with Underdog Fantasy, whether it's soccer or other sports. So if you guys want to do that, make sure you sign up for Underdog Fantasy using the link in the description, and make sure you use the promo code SuperSub so you can get that special pick and a first-time deposit offer of up to $250 in bonus cash. And when you guys do that, it really does help out the channel. So thank you very much, and also big thanks to our sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. Because some people, they say the Copa America here, the pitches weren't good, the everything wasn't good, or some people say it was good. What do you guys think of the Copa America being in the U.S. 2024? Was it a good tournament overall? What did you think of it?
I think it was a little disorganized. I thought they were trying to do it here to get ready for the World Cup, but it seems like a lot of stadiums and there's a lot of organization that needs to be done in order for that to happen. So it's just
things to figure out.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like they were missing that a little bit on that part. I did hear they were complaining about the field and everything else. So I can only imagine how hard it is just to play on that.
Have any thoughts about how the World Cup, the whole tournament was here?
Well, yeah, I think, soccer is not one of the main sports here, and we can definitely see that on the quality of what we receive for the cup. But I think, now that I think when the cup began, we didn't have that fill of stadiums, but now by the end, I think the game and all the players and the teams, they made people fall in love with them. So I think that soccer is gonna change a little more, and it's gonna get more popular.
I feel like the US
I think it's gonna get more quality. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the US is getting more into it. My friends and all, my colleagues, they're like, "Oh my God, are you watching the Copa?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can't believe you're watching it, but I am."
Yeah, so that's exciting. Yeah, even my bosses, they don't watch soccer, they don't know what it is, but because they know that I was watching it, they were like, "Oh yeah," so they're into it now. So I'm excited, and yeah, definitely some improvements to do, but everywhere. But yeah, we have the infrastructure, we have great stadiums. We just need work it out with the field, and then get good referees and stuff.
I think that is good. World Cup is in a couple of years. The thing that this is a big country. I think that they should do it the next Copa America here again, but just in one part of the country. Just be west or east. If you do it in East, Colombia never played in New Jersey or Miami. And we have too many people here. Colombia and New Jersey or Miami would be sold out. Yeah. We did sold out in Santa Clara, but it's too expensive for Colombian. That I don't know, CONMEBOL or the organizers have to look at that for Colombian people. It's too expensive to go to the West Coast, and it's easier to come here. Texas, that we have one game there in Houston, is cheaper, and also cheaper here. So I think that the East Coast is better for I don't know, South American teams. I don't know, Europe, they don't care about that. But I know I have a lot of friends that said, "Yo, it was too expensive over there." Now, if we already did that, we have to go to Miami. So, but I think in 2 years it's gonna be fun. We're going to have Europe, Asia, and African teams too, so I think it's going to be fun. The stadiums are good. I think that they have to take care about the turf and all the stuff. To be natural one, it's better for the players, less injuries and all the stuff. So I think that's going to be fun. Today have been fun, the whole tournament, and it's going to be fun in 2 years. So.
Awesome. Sounds good, friend. Thank you so much. Enjoy the game. Thank you very much. Thank you.
There was no security at all. No police, no police, no security. Everyone get into without passing to the security control. But in the exit, we have to pass to the security control. You know, we are leaving because with kids it's terrible. Bye. We are going to come back to the World Cup. We are not coming. We are going to go to Spain. That they know how to do it properly. You are not prepared.
Obviously, you guys are leaving a bit early. Tell me, we talked to some fans on their way out because, you know, we saw the craziness that was being reported, getting into the stadium, people in the stadium that shouldn't be in the stadium. You know, tell me, why were you guys leaving early? Is it safety concern? Is it just traffic? I mean, what's the reason?
No, it's safety concerns because I've never seen an event organized so badly. The security guard just gave up and just started like ushering people over the barriers. So they weren't even looking at people's tickets. So I was worried about going in, to be honest with you. I was really reluctant to go in. Actually, it was okay when we were in there, but we thought coming out might be just as bad, so we left early.
Tell me, I mean, from your experience of being in there, like, are there a bunch of people in there that shouldn't be in there, objects that shouldn't be in there? I mean,
No, objects I have no idea, but I have no idea. We saw security talking to a few people. I have no idea. I'm sure there are people in there that shouldn't be in there. We saw people climbing gates. We saw police running after people in there. Just madness, just the stuff going on in there. I have no idea how they're going to host the World Cup in 2 years' time if they can't host a much smaller tournament.
Yeah, so tell me, what should they take away from this, right? Some people are talking about, like, we're following the story online, the following reports are saying this is on U.S. Soccer, right, that are hosting it. It's on Hard Rock Stadium, that's here at the venue. They're saying it's on CONMEBOL, the organizers. Who's to blame here and who needs to be responsible?
I mean, I don't know who needs to be blamed, but I'm from the UK, and whenever we go to a stadium, there is a massive amount of police presence already here. Like, they're set up hours before fans come, and you can see that police turned up really late, security were missing. One of my friends said that security took ages to come, like 10 minutes. People were just doing what they wanted to do. So I think there was a lack of organization at the very beginning from the authorities.
They said there were people that paid tickets that weren't allowed in because the stadium was already at capacity because of people that didn't buy tickets. Did you see any of that going on?
I mean, it was at capacity, so I'm not surprised to hear that, because you can imagine they have to at some point cut off and not allow any more people in, which is what I was worried about, because all around Europe, all around the world, people have died in stampedes, right?
And that's going to do it for us, guys, here at the Copa America final. After we talked to some fans and got their thoughts, was this 2024 Copa America here in the United States a success, a failure? They all had different opinions. Some people thought it was good, some people thought it was not so good. But I want to know, what are your thoughts? Leave it in the comment section down below, guys. Let me know what you thought of this 2024 Copa America hosted here in the United States. And with that said, guys, my name is JT Dueñas. You're watching Super Sub Soccer. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one.
Existe Colombia, aguanta Argentina.
Ve a Colombia y a Falcao.
I have no idea what's being said.